First?
Bombing run.
I'll be hiding in the shade most of the time.
I was like, what happened at 9:30? And they're like, well, people started showing up. I was like, I've been here 6 o'clock in the morning to get the first person slot. It makes it sure he is with us. Right, exactly. Right. My eyes. I'm not shooting more right now.
Yes, I came by company to tell you, he told me specifically to tell you guys to put it up and run.
Hold on.
Yeah, borderline safety.
I'm sweating just standing right here. I can feel it dripping down my neck.
Yeah, you step outside and it's, I mean, out of the shade. And it's closer. And there's a breeze and it's morning.
Yeah.
It's gonna get bad.
Guys.
The B-17 is going to go. Come in. You'll see. Bye-bye.
So in just a minute, we gotta.
Look at this happening, guys. Total perfection.
Just got one foot.
Push on the red button.
No, we gotta get the cover on first.
Gotta pull him outward.
Look, Nolan.
The little ones are like 600. Super cool. Right there. You got paid for the fuel.
I wish Miles had been here to get that.
Only $500 Alex fuel. That's right. It's a school zone.
We're putting our jackets on for the chilly.
Okay, geez. They're my pet. Yeah, one continuous.
So far,
Oh my gosh.
This is like the car height. Everybody who's going to visit it right on the Shit.
No, theirs is a little different.
Where did it go? There it is.
And then, oh, is that what they're
Yeah.
saying? This view, not that view?
You don't want to.
They just want, I saw one of those rats. That's
That was a different play.
Fucking hate tripods. How are you supposed to rotate? No! Please focus. Bro, what am I supposed to do? Uh-oh, where'd it go? Oh my god, please focus. Please. Please focus. Please focus. What is this white trash music, bro? Ah, fucking hell.
As well as the question.
Please.
The Coast Guard operates Dolphin helicopters throughout the United States in all weather conditions and terrain. This multi-mission aircraft is a primary asset for the United States Coast Guard's search and rescue operations, both from
I fucking hate video cameras.
and from the Coast Guard runners. Its primary missions include search and rescue, law enforcement, drug detection, homeland security, maritime environmental protection, and commercial aviation security. responsibility that includes over 200 nautical miles of shoreline along the U.S.-Canadian border. Coast Guard rescue crews stand a 24-hour, 365-day-a-year watch, manning ships, airplanes, helicopters, small boats, for the protection of our citizens and borders, and the service's motto is always ready. I'd like to give a big shout out to our aircraft commander, Lieutenant Commander Luke Taylor. He's joined by his co-pilot, Lieutenant Jake.
White trash song. Come on! Focus! Yo, there's no manual focus. What am I supposed to do?
Evacuating the majority of over 120,000 evacuees from Afghanistan during Operation Allied Refuge. In addition to their combat deployments, this crew has a combined total of 31 missions to Antarctica at the South Pole in support of the National Science Foundation's Antarctic mission. While the crew is maneuvering for their first pass at Show Center, I'd like to share some facts with you about this aircraft. C-17 made its first flight in September of 1991. Since then, the aircraft has set over 30 world records, including payload to altitude, time to climb, and the longest airdrop mission in history.
Fuck!
C-17 Globemaster 3. In that pass, they were looking at 350 miles per hour. The new age design includes a modern computerized glass cockpit, heads-up displays at both pilot stations, and an advanced cargo airfields near heavily populated cities. This reliable airlifter combines the intercontinental cargo carrying capabilities of large aircraft such as the C-5 Galaxy with the short field landing potential of the much smaller C-130 Hercules. You heard them flying over, but the C-17 powered by 4 Pratt & Whitney F117 engines. The same engines used on the Boeing 757. Each engine delivers over 40,000 pounds of thrust, which allows the Globemaster 3 to carry over 170,000 pounds of cargo, equating to carrying around 170 horses. Now approaching from your left, the aircraft will perform a slow-speed pass. During the pass, please notice the wing leading edge slats and large powered lift wing flaps. These devices literally change the shape of the wing and are the key to its low final approach speed, enabling this aircraft to land and stop in very short distances, sometimes less than 2,000 feet. Here it is, folks, the slow-speed pass by your C-17 Globemaster 3. Approximately 100,000 golf balls. Showing its ability to fly at slow speeds and demonstrate its advanced is a quadruple redundant fly-by-wire system for the operation of flight controls. This is combined with 4 separate flight control computers, each capable of controlling the entire system independently. The system is designed to optimize the capabilities of the C-17, yet maintain enough redundancy to protect against a wide variety of failure conditions. Another feature of this amazing flight control system is that the aircraft can also be flown in an entirely mechanical backup mode, further safeguarding against abnormal situations. Direct your attention from the right, because the C-17 is now going to perform for us a full 360-degree turn, demonstrating to us the incredible maneuverability of the C-17. From the right. Someone here on the ground.
Yeah, C-17, welcome. The family coming in Georgia today, and thanks for coming out.
Thank you very much. Would you like to say something to the C-17 flight deck? Say hello. We have a very special young guest up here on the announcer stage, and I believe her dad is up there flying the pants off of the C-17 and wanting to say hello live from the cockpit of your C-17. So here's another P-FF for you. How many restrooms do you think are aboard this luxurious aircraft? 1, 2, 3, how many do you think? Hold up your number.
I've been on it, it's 1.
2, 3. Well, if you guessed 1.5, you're correct.
What?
Aboard this aircraft, you'll have access to a full-service restroom with a sink in addition to a not-so-private restroom towards the tail of the aircraft. That's right. There are urinals at the end of the tail, and all the maintainers that support our demo team, ensuring we can come and perform each day for you all this weekend. They're part of the 62nd maintenance group, consisting of over 1,400 members and 4 active duty squadrons. Without the help and support of all these members, the C-17 mission would simply not be possible. Now, eyes left towards the north, the crew is making their final approach. The airplane in this approach will be flying at just under 120 miles per hour. They're simulating for us arrival to a shortened airfield where hostile forces are present. This versatile tactic allows the C-17 to operate at over 6,000 more airfields worldwide than a commercial wide-body aircraft. Now the crew will demonstrate the very short landing distance of this. Here today is called the rubber band maneuver. The C-17 will immediately start to back up, as you can see it do it under its own power. Oh, I smell a little bit of burnt rubber. They land these C-17s very, very hard on the runway. Again, you're seeing a tactical demonstration of the capabilities of the C-17. Empty, that aircraft weighs over 280,000 pounds. But with maximum cargo and fuel loaded, that gross weight rises to over 585,000 pounds. During the backing maneuver, the weight generated can add as much as 89,000 pounds. Now, folks, all the maneuvers, and in just a few moments, you're going to hear the Moose power up to full power to demonstrate a tactical takeoff.
Here it goes.
Here we go, from the left, the takeoff of the United States Air Force C-17 Globemaster 3. Bremerton, we hope many different nicknames for this aircraft, including the pilot maker and many more. And that's because of its role in training pilots to fly airplanes like the P-51 Mustang and onwards and upwards through the fighter aircraft. Omen. And if that name sounds familiar to you, that's because Lee Omen has a long storied history of being involved in air shows.
I want to focus. Whoa.
The beautifully executed Barnstormer's loop, one of the first aerobatic maneuvers you'll learn when training for aerobatics. He's using this hammerhead-like maneuver to get the T6 turned around, lined up with the show line to set up for his next maneuver. He's going to use that dive to wind up the airspeed indicator because he needs lots of airspeed to perform this next maneuver, which is a very graceful, slow roll right there.
Can this air show announcer shut the hell up, bro?
Like I said, it's not necessarily designed for air show performance, but in the hands of a like Lee Omen, you can do maneuvers like this. There's one to knife edge, two to upside down. Next to be upside down for a max of about 20 seconds.
I can't.
Other series stops around that full 360-degree roll. So like I said, it doesn't like to fly upside down for very long. Pulls back on the stick, feeling 2, 3, 4 Gs as he arcs up into the sky. I think he's going to do for us another Barnstormer's loop. All the way through, he's going to feel some G-force again. 4 Gs, just pushing him into the seat of the cockpit of that beautiful T6 Texan. As he flies the knife edge across center stage, right there in that maneuver.
No, I lost it.
Genuine 600 horsepower Pratt & Whitney engine that keeps pulling him through the sky. You know, you probably heard that distinctive snapping sound. That is actually the tip.
Okay.
Team America that the the Trojan flight. In trail. From the left, folks, our Trojan flight. Enjoying your afternoon here at the Bremerton Airshow 2025. We're calling it Mustang Mania, because later on in our airshow program, we're going to see 9 P-51 Mustangs in the sky at the same time. It's going to be incredible.
Here he comes.
Bearcat, the P-40, and the B-17 in formation. Pilots in the military, as well as the lead-up to that, a very interesting and fascinating interaction during World War II.
Yeah, he's landing.
All right, folks, we're just going to change things up just a little bit here. In just a few moments, we're going to bring on Ross Bradley in that beautiful P-40 Kitty Hawk. You can see him circling out there towards the
No,
end
focus.
of the field, getting ready for his performance. In the meantime, we're going to bring
Focus.
in that incredible P-17.
I swear I'm gonna shoot up an Amazon store, bro.
The gear has been extended. And another unique feature of this bomber, of course, it was a tail dragger, much like all of the fighter aircraft of the day, as well as the trainers. And in just a moment, you're going to hear the landing gear meet the runway with a chirp. What a great job by Doug Griffin and Brett.
Oh my God. No, focus!
Reversing direction. A lot of these maneuvers look aerobatic, but they are how to use these maneuvers to escape into attacking aircraft like the Japanese Zeros.
Buddy.
Eyes left, cameras up. Top side pass by Ross Bradley in the P-40. Fly. Anyone coming close to it? To all of us here on the ground at the Bremerton National Airport. Just over the threshold of runway 02. That is a compass heading of approximately 20 degrees. Beautiful touchdown. 40, Mr. Ross Bradley. And I think giving him a little bit of a strength of pass is sneaking in the Bearcat is Mr. Mike.
Oh, whoa, whoa, he's right above me. I can't see him.
Into the sky.
Where is he?
And an airplane considered the best performing piston fighter aircraft, replaced the F8F Hellcat, full of Grumman's prop-driven fighters. The F8F Bearcat has been described as an engine with a saddle on it. Experience gained by study of fighter operations from some combat maneuverability. Although it was too late for World War II, it was used by the French in French Indochina back in 1953. miles per hour.
Oh, whoa, 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 whoa.
Another high-speed pass by Mike Oliver in the Bearcat from the aircraft division of General Motors, the latter designated F8Fs. F8F2 was introduced, incorporated, along with 12 night fighters and 60 photo reconnaissance fighters. Served with the Navy from 1948 to 1957 and was restored to Navy combat specifications. Then in September 2021, the Bearcat was acquired by Ericsson. As you can see, the Bearcat is a single-seat aircraft. Has that big, powerful platform. And of course, as I mentioned, the Ericsson aircraft collection stamps will look for these signs along the side that says airplane rides. The whole crew is right
Please
there waiting
focus.
to talk to you.
Thank
and
you.
Sign you up for a ride in either the B-17 or the P-51 Mustang. Mike Oliver's got the canopy rolled back. I bet it gets awfully hot. Once you get it back on the ground, it's also a safety feature. They roll the canopy back so that they can
This isn't part of the air show, by the way. This is like an actual firefight.
And you see that big long line, and at the end, that orange ball is actually a great big bucket. Dip it into the lake, grab a bunch of water, and put it on the fire. Sikorsky's got
Well, good luck, Sikorsky.
The days of the Barnstormers, or what I like to call the flying circus. So I've got some as he flies through his aerobatic routine in the Stunt. Great big Barnstormers loop straight up into the sky at the southern end of the field. He'll hold the position there until he can go no farther. Kicks in hard left to rudder and over the steering goes in what we call the hammerhead turnaround. Great maneuver to get the airplane turned around and keep the performance in front of us. Rolling through a series of point rolls, a beautifully executed 4-point hesitation roll by Lee Oman. Aces had one skill, and that was to fly airplanes. So they picked up surplus aircraft, biplanes of all sorts, and started flying them across the country, landing in numerous fields. They do a couple of fly pass over the city to let them know, the people know that they were nearby, that they were ready to give airplane rides. And every once in a while, they performed air shows as well.
Please focus.
Just like the traveling circus. Point roll there down on the 45.
And I missed the point roll.
In the steerman. controls. Lee Ullman, you saw performing earlier in our airshow program in the T6. Again, the Stearman is also a very big and heavy airplane, and it takes a lot of coaxing to get it to do these maneuvers. Beautiful, beautiful barrel right there and shut the center.
Why? I can't see.
You'll notice when he taxis by after his performance this afternoon that this is an open cockpit biplane. On a summer day like today, what could you imagine getting full of pictures? Sometimes she flies that airplane all across the country.
Invert.
Performing it.
Yeah.
There's a little coffin bird. It's telling Lee, get me upside up. Really, really quick, or your day's going to get very interesting very quickly.
White trash
Lee
song.
Ullman having a grand time up there in the skies over Bremerton. Performing here for us today, doing double duty. As a matter of fact, this Stearman is based right here at the Bremerton National Airport. He's borrowing it for his performance here today. I bet the owner of the aircraft is looking very, very closely at this performance. Here's the last pass. The climbing night propulsion
Nice. That's a good pilot.
providing the lift there, and the 450 horsepower engine pulling the aircraft through the sky. Folks, what did you think of Lee Ullman and the Stearman?
We did.
Still to come. Coming up next is Vicky Benzing in the P-51 Mustang known as Plum Crazy. Then we're going to put 9 Mustangs up in the sky as part of our Mustang Mania flight. And we're going to
He's
close
stalling.
things off with the Cascade Warbirds. Look
No,
at
he's
this.
stalling.
Lee Ullman just slipping the Stearman into the wind. It's a great way to keep the aircraft nice and slow while losing a bunch of altitude to land on the runway. And right here, he's going to touch down. He's going to lean the right wing just slightly into the wind so that the airplane tracks straight down the runway.
Yo, lady, get off the. Get out of my camera view.
We've got a parade of Mustangs coming down the taxiway from left to right. Led by Mr. Roger Collins and Lady Joe. Of course, Roger flew in our air show earlier on this afternoon in the T-28. He's being followed by Kimberly Kay, being flown by Dave Jasper this afternoon. And here's another familiar Mustang, the red and silver Mustang, Val. Indicating to us that they're good to go for their performance this afternoon.
Hold the ad down. It's that thing. It's that.
Aircraft. To B-17 bomber crews, it was known as the Little Friend because it had the power as well as the endurance to fly in formation with the B-17s as they were crossing the English Channel to bomb targets in Europe. Those Mustangs protected the B-17s when attacking Messerschmitt fighters tried to take the bombers down. That's why the Mustang was known as the Little Friend. On the takeoff roll, Mustang Mania.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Watching the roll take off.
Our first punt on the Grim Reaper go by in the model aircraft began rolling out of the Inglewood and Dallas factories in 1943. And by the year end, the 354 Pioneer Mustang crew has started heading on look at our first flight of Mustangs coming in from the right.
Yo, this announcer better shut the fuck up.
Roger Collins leading the formation and Lady Joe. Joined by Red Dog Lynn Hunt, Kimberly Kay, flown by Dane and Jasper, Ella, Greg Andrews, and the controller flow kind of looks like a fish. Now, if you're confused by that,
I can't track good, man.
Reapers, flown by Sal Rubino, and Primo Bronco, being flown by Eddie and Drenny. And now in a loose left echelon parade, here comes our first flight of Mustangs from the right.
Yo, focus, please. You know what? It's no use.
What a treat to see so many P-51 Mustangs here at the 2025 edition of the Bremerton Airshow. You can see our second flight of Mustangs way out there towards the south. They've also established a loose trail formation. They'll be overflying the airport and performing for us an overhead right for landing as well. As we welcome back a Roger Collins and Lady Joe. After the Mustang flight, you don't want to go away, folks, because we're going to put some more Warbirds in the sky, courtesy of the Cascade Warbirds. And I'm looking forward to talking to my good friend Kristen Morris, who's going to describe for us the display this afternoon. Giving me a break right at the end of the show. I thank you so much for your assistance. We need to have the air boss authority to get you to test the flight. Work out here on our landing procedure. That's okay, he's got lots of gas in that Mustang, so he'll just go around the pattern one more time and then he'll touch down here at the Bremerton Airport. With the last of Mustangs in our first flight just touching down on the runway, eyes.
No! I lost it.
As you can see, all of our Mustangs in this second flight. Nice distance between all four of them, or five of them. And that should give them all just the right amount of time for them to touch down, land, and clear the runway before the next one touches down.
Bro, it's right there. Yeah, what's up?
My brother.
Hey, what's up? Come on.
And if you look really, really closely here, the airplane that's just touching down will be on the center line of the runway. But as soon as they are stabilized on the rollout, you'll see them kick in just a little bit of rudder and move the airplane off to the left side of the runway. That is so that they can be clear of the aircraft behind them in case that aircraft needs to do a go-around. But also creates extra spacing in case that next airplane landing runs into a little bit of a problem with braking or anything of that nature. So all the safety features built in with landing these multiple aircraft.
Where is he? Oh, he's right there.
Yeah, maybe if this thing focus, it could be okay.
There he goes. Y'all going? Alright, see y'all.